Dude, I think GT was really cooking with how they handled the Super Saiyan 4 transformation. So you know how in the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, you start off as the transformed golden ape, the great Uzuru, right? And it's all about if you can overcome that state is what will allow you to unlock that controlled beastly state of Super Saiyan 4, right? You go into golden monkey form, and then if you can, I guess, remember your granddaughter and your connections, or if you have the Blutz waves or whatever, you can overcome that very difficult to control golden powered up Uzuru state and turn it into something very elegant, let's say. Well, that was foreshadowed here in Z, in the Namek Saga. GT was building off of this. Check it out.
Okay, enough of the comedy routine. What do you say we get down to business?
So this scene starts with, we got Goku versus Recoome. Goku just landed on Namek. He's saving the day, essentially, right? Very typical Goku fashion. And Vegeta's here, right? Vegeta was just fighting Recoome, and he's now getting to take a bit of a backseat, observe Goku, and kind of see his progression throughout the time that he spent on Namek running the Fade against all of Frieza's henchmen. He's like, hey, what's Kakarot been doing this entire time? And he gets to speculate about that and how it can maybe tie into something else, something a Saiyan legend, something like Super Saiyan. Check it out.
Hands, feet, whatever, it won't matter. You're still gonna die. No.
That's right, this is the washed out era. You can tell because the sclera of Vegeta's eyes matches Goku's skin tone.
The last Super Saiyan supposedly existed over 1,000 years ago. But that was nothing more than a legend. I never actually believed it to be true. Even so, there's no way a low class like Kakarot could achieve it. According to legend, the last Super Saiyan could only maintain his status in the transformed state. His power was extraordinary. He had no equal in the universe, but he was too primitive to control it. His rage burned so intensely that it eventually consumed him, and in the end, was destroyed by his own power.
Does this sound familiar? Like, he could only maintain his power in the transformed state, and it was his rage that eventually did him in and overpowered, I guess, the world or his own sense of self-control, and then he blew up the world, or, you know, it's kind of unclear how the planet just explodes because he couldn't control his power, but really in the context of DBZ, that's not that unclear. This, in some form or fashion, this plot device of, like, you become so powerful, you blow up the world, this has been used many times throughout DBZ and DBGT, right, with Goten, Baby taking over Goten. Well, I don't want to get into that tangent, right? Saiyans, Super Saiyans, we know they can blow, they're world, we could say they're planetary level threats. This legend was not true for Super Saiyan because later in this very arc, Goku becomes Super Saiyan and he doesn't have these, like, outbursts of the Uzuru form. But that did happen in DBGT, right? They did build off this legend for Super Saiyan 4. I just think that's so sick. Vegeta got the prophecy half right. It was a legend from 1,000 years ago. He was bound to get some things wrong and some things right. The correct thing was that, yeah, there is a deeper power-up in the Saiyan heritage, but it's Super Saiyan 4. And if you hit that height, man, you're gonna have some serious problems of self-control battling the Uzuru from within. What do you think? Was Dragon Ball GT cooking with this, the Super Great Ape? I think they were. I think they were cooking hard with this. I think it was perfectly in line with what some might say is, you know, filler or Funimation. I don't even know what this scene is like particularly. I'm watching the Funimation dub right now, but I'm not convinced that this is just in the Funimation dub. I have to go back and do a bunch more research to find out. Nah, this shit was in the original Toei release too, man. That's right. This incoherent shit was in... I'm not even trying to insult it. I'm just saying this doesn't make any sense until you look at GT. Or at least it makes a lot less sense unless you watch GT. And the planet explodes. We got that Kikuchi score. Go Super Saiyan, become a great Uzuru. That didn't make any sense in this shit. That's right, stay mad, Vegeta. And yeah, I looked up this guy's video where he's translating the original manga. Check him out, by the way, Quantar. I don't think this was mentioned in the manga, so Akira Toriyama wasn't planting this seed. I believe this was a Toei special, a Toei original, if you will. What I do know, without a shadow of a doubt, is that the Golden Great Ape exists in GT and was essentially what they're talking about here. What Vegeta is alluding to here. in it is a great power-up that first tests your self-control, and if you can't control the self, then it can consume you. It can destroy you. And that did happen, right? In more ways than one. It kind of happened to Goku, and then it kind of happened to Vegeta when he was mind-controlled by Baby and using the Blitz waves to push his power, right? He became the Great Ape. And there was even a scene in that particular arc of the Baby arc when Baby Vegeta was in Great Ape form, and he was crazy. He was like literally losing his mind. Goku, I think even like his own allies commented on that when he wanted to like suicide the entire planet.
You're playing a dirty game here, baby.
No one ever presented me with a rulebook on taking over the galaxy, but I'd say I'm doing quite well considering that I'm winning.
Yo, shout out Mark Menza for the tunes.
Super Galactica!
Not the Earth! No, it won't make it in time. Just what do you think you're doing?
What am I doing? Anything I can to see that horrified, confused look on your face.
It's not about me, it's about the people of Earth. They may be your followers, but it's my job to save them from their leader. Now, laugh at this! Please, I hope you can forgive me. I did my best, old friend. It can't be!
Well, your best just wasn't good enough, old friend.
Impossible. How could he withstand that?
Oh, this isn't very good. But Ancestor, what about Goku's Kamehameha wave? Shouldn't that have put Baby down permanently?
No, something's different here. Look at his eyes, would you? There's a strange energy there.
He just looks like a big, crazy monkey to me.
I've got it. He went through such an unnatural way of achieving his gorilla form that it may be causing some adverse effects.
Super Galactica!
If I get out of the way, the Earth is doomed. Baby, you have not seen the last of me!
Oh, that's going to leave a bruise.
Lord Baby!
Then I think Bulma pisses him off here. I don't know, why does he just go up on her like that?
He's lost all control. If he makes an attack like that again, the force of the Earth's explosion will send debris and shockwaves smashing into the Tuffle planet, destroying it too.
But then, if he does, he'll kill himself. Hasn't he thought about that?
Well, it doesn't seem like there's much thinking going on at all. He's out of his gourd, like the old man said.
He was like high as fuck off Blitz waves, and of course power hungry off the Great Ape form. So this whole like losing your control as a result of the Super Saiyan transformation, I belabored the point. I think it's dope. What do you think?